Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, fellow cloud gurus. Welcome to this episode of Azure This Week, where I shall dance the news for you. No, I'll spare you that this time. Coming up this time on Azure This Week, VNet service endpoints for MySQL and PostgreSQL is now in general availability. Azure HDInsight Apache Phoenix now supports Zeppelin. The Azure API Management extension for VSTS is now in version 2. And then Microsoft is looking for your next amazing AI idea. That is all coming to you in this Azure This Week episode 116. You can use MySQL and PostgreSQL databases on Azure, and now you can also use virtual network or VNet service endpoints with them. VNet service endpoints enable you to isolate connectivity to your logical server from only a given subnet or set of subnets within your virtual network. The traffic to Azure database for MySQL and or PostgreSQL from your VNet always stays within the Azure backbone network. Preference for this direct route is over any specific ones that route internet traffic through virtual appliances or on-premises. This addition to VNet services just adds to the list of features of that service. Complex and extensive firewall integration, support of app service environments, and additional service endpoints are just some of the others. There is no additional billing for virtual network access through service endpoints either. The current pricing model for Azure databases for MySQL and PostgreSQL applies as is. And now I will pretend to know what I'm talking about. Apache Phoenix is an open source, massively parallel relational database layer built on HBase. Phoenix allows you to use SQL-like queries over HBase, and Apache Zeppelin is open source web-based notebook that enables data-driven interactive data analytics and collaborative documents with SQL, Scala, and many other languages. It helps data developers and data scientists in developing, organizing, executing, and sharing data code and visualizing results without referring to the command line or needing the cluster details. Azure HDInsight is Microsoft's premium managed offering for running open source workloads on Azure. Now, HDInsight customers can now use Apache Zeppelin to query your Phoenix tables. Apache Zeppelin is integrated with HDInsight clusters, and there are no additional steps to use it. Simply create a Zeppelin notebook with JDBC interpreter and start writing your Phoenix SQL queries. Make sense? Visual Studio Team Services is Microsoft's collaborative platform for software projects and has a ton of features in that regard. I use it all the time myself as well. The free VSTS extension to automate deployments towards Azure API Management is now in version 2.0. It comes with a lot of new features and support version APIs, API prefix, versioning schemes, product creation, API policies, resolving open API specifications, and a lot more. If you have a great creative idea for an artificial intelligence application, solution, or usage, Microsoft is putting on the Microsoft AI Idea Challenge. The challenge gives you a platform to freely share AI models and applications so they are reusable and easily accessible. The ideas you submit are judged on originality, feasibility, and complexity. Individuals or teams are required to submit a working AI model, test dataset, a demo app, and a demo video that can be a maximum of 3 minutes long. The prizes, though, it's a Service Book 2, a DJI drone, and an Xbox One. Entries close 12th of October 2018. That's it for this episode of Azure This Week. To recap, VNet service endpoints for MySQL and PostgreSQL is now in general availability. Azure HDInsight Apache Phoenix now supports Zeppelin. The Azure API Management extension for VSTS is now in version 2. And Microsoft is looking for your next amazing AI idea. Now that the boss isn't looking, I wanted to share some hilarity with you. This week, Julian Peters from AWS This Week fame and fellow Cloud Guru instructor sent me the most amazing Reddit post ever. So here goes. My wife told me she'd leave me if I didn't stop making Microsoft puns, and I need some advice. I immediately left my office and tried explaining myself. Sure, on the surface, I do it often, but I think it works. It's not just about wordplay either. My outlook on life helps me excel. She and I have such a great team foundation, I assure you. I wanted to exchange my thoughts with her so we could work with OneDrive. I looked her right in the windows of her soul to access the deepest part of her heart. And I told her I loved her. Completely on edge, I awaited her answer. PowerPoint of the story is, does anyone know a good divorce lawyer? Bye.